Let's do synoptic charts or weather maps for the next 60 seconds. You can hear the door slamming behind me, the breeze coming in, the towel on the table over there blowing, and it's a sunny day. What would the synoptic chart or weather map would look like? Well, it would be a high pressure system, and you'd have to look at the symbols to see what the wind speed would be and the wind direction. The wind direction in this case is coming from the east because it's blowing on my face. So that's what you need to do. So it's not dissimilar to this one we have here, though it's not 10 p.m. at night. You can see there's a high pressure system here. There's no evidence of rain. But what are the key things you have to be familiar with? You have to understand that isobars join areas of equal barometric pressure, measured in hectopascals. You have to remember that the pressure systems are patterns formed by the isobars. The high pressure systems are known as anticyclones, where the winds blow around them in an anti-clockwise direction, and they're characterised by what we're seeing today, fine weather and light winds, exactly what's happening out the door there. Then you have low pressure systems, which are depressions. They are marked by cloudy weather, rainy weather, and they have cold fronts. So if you can see over on the side here, you can see here the line represented by the triangles. The way to make sure you can work out if you're given an A and a B where the H and L is on the diagram here, if the number is high in the middle, it's a high pressure system. If the number is low in the middle, it's a low pressure system. And if the isobars are close together, it's going to be stronger winds than if the isobars are further apart, like up here. So that's the important thing you need to be aware of. It's a bit more than 60 seconds, I know, but there's a lot of information. You're unlikely to get a Sydney or Australia weather map. They tend to have overseas ones, so you have to understand the principles. Make sure you understand whether it's Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere, and make sure you're clear with the basic principles of where there's a cold front, what the weather will be. The temperature will drop, and following through after that you can see that the isobars are closer together, therefore there'll be higher winds coming around. Likewise then in Australia, with the winds going around the high in an anti-clockwise direction, once the low comes through afterwards, the winds will swap around into a clockwise direction, and that will change the wind direction. So you get a real sense of it. The other thing to notice here is, because it's summer, you can see there's a low pressure system off the desert area of Australia, so there tends to be a pattern of low pressure systems to the north in summer, and then in winter there tends to be a pattern of low pressure systems to the south, bringing the snow in this area here. Finally, there are a series of different synoptic chart activities for you to look at just here in the team site, and there's a lot online. The trick is make sure you're aware of the symbols and demonstrate speed and accuracy in finding the correct answers.